Hey everyone, Paul here from Paulymath.com, and welcome to another episode of the Paulymath Show. It's been a while since I've done an episode, and I just wanted to shoot a quick video and show you guys a couple of cool toys that I picked up recently. The first one here is the Fender Mustang Pro guitar for Rockband 3. Now, before picking this thing up, I have never actually played Rock Band, any of the Rock Bands, or Guitar Hero, any of those types of games. I never was really attracted to that style of game where you have the 5 or 6 buttons. But I did buy, I've never played any other instruments beside that either, but I did pick up an acoustic guitar about 2 years ago with the intention of learning how to play guitar. And then I also bought a DVD set with a book that kind of goes along with it that's supposed to teach you how to play guitar. The idea is to put the DVD in the DVD player, press play, and you kind of follow along, and supposedly you learn how to play guitar. It didn't really go that well. I bought the guitar, like I said, 2 years ago, and I found it really difficult to actually learn how to play the guitar. And I also found it really boring, to be honest with you. It's just, with the DVD set, you know, you press play, you kind of watch, and you try to follow along, but I found it pretty difficult, and there was no feedback from that. I mean, I guess if you take guitar lessons, you get some feedback from your teacher, but with the DVD set, I just couldn't tell if I was making any progress, if I was getting any better. So I just found myself procrastinating playing that thing, and I think I've only played it for maybe 3-4 hours. I'm not even sure. It's basically just been sitting there collecting dust. But I still wanted to learn how to play guitar, and a couple of months ago, a friend of mine, Tyler Cruz, started telling me about this guitar that's coming out, this Mustang guitar, which basically kind of acts as a teaching aid on how to learn how to play a real guitar. Now, obviously, this is not a real guitar. It's got it has buttons instead of strings up here. But it does have a full fretboard with, I think there's 102 buttons on here and 6 strings that you pluck. So with this guitar, the idea is that you would learn the notes and things like that without having to learn actually how to push down on the strings and things like that. So 'cause anyone who's tried to play a real guitar will know that one of the hardest things to learn about playing guitar, besides learning the notes and how to all the finger combinations up here, is it's actually not that easy to push down on the strings on a real guitar, especially in the beginning, because if you actually have to develop like calluses on your fingers to be able to push down on the strings, and it actually hurts in the beginning. So when trying to learn a real guitar, you got to deal with that. Then you have to, at the same time, you have to deal with learning the notes or the chords and how to strum properly. It's a lot to take in at the same time. So the cool thing of this guitar is that it actually makes at least the string part easier. You still have to push the notes down in the right sequences, but you're just pushing a button, so you don't have to worry about you know, if you're hitting the string the right way or whatever. So anyways, Tyler Cruz picked up one of these just before Christmas, just over a month ago, and he's been making YouTube videos showing his progress of how he's learning. He has also never played real guitar before. So it was, I've been watching his videos when I was on my trip to New Brunswick. I was actually watching his YouTube videos, and I was really inspired by the progress that he was making from each video to the next. And so when I got back into town, I actually wanted to pick up one of these. And they're still actually really hard to find here in the Lower Mainland. They're pretty much sold out everywhere. So it took me a while to find one in stock, but I did actually pick up one of these 9 days ago now, and I've been totally addicted to this thing. It's so much fun to play this. I've been playing maybe 2, 3, 4 hours every night, and it's you just want to keep playing, keep practicing. And I think the reason for that is because what the game does is it gives you instant feedback and kind of a progress report as you go along. So even if you totally suck, like I do, it doesn't really matter. Even if you've never played an instrument, even if you're horrible at it with the first time you pick up this guitar, like let's say you play a song on easy mode and you miss 90% of the notes. So let's say you just hit 10% of the notes. The cool thing is that that's your starting point. It doesn't really matter what your starting point, even if your starting point is 0. The cool thing is the second time you play the song, you do your best, you play the song, and it gives you, a score of how many notes you hit, what percentage of notes you hit. And you'll see that maybe the second time you hit 15% or 20% or 25%. And the more you play the song, the better you get at hitting all the notes. And that kind of gives you like a feeling of progress that you're making, which is hard to accomplish with a real guitar, unless you, I guess, if you videotaped yourself or something, but that would be kind of a hassle. With this, it gives you instant feedback and shows you whether you're making progress. The other thing too is that the game actually has lessons built into it, so it can actually teach you how to find the right notes and how to hit each string, and you can slow it down to like a really slow speed. Start there. Once you kind of master it at that speed, you can speed it up to half speed, and then eventually play it at full speed. And once you go through some of the lessons, you can jump into playing the songs. So it's been really fun, and like I said, in 9 days, I think I've made some pretty good progress. I'm currently ranked in the top, I think 13% for the Pro Guitar for PlayStation 3. So it's fun. You can actually see yourself, improving your score, improving your percentages, and improving in your rankings against other people who are also playing on the Pro Guitar. You can also play online with other players, so I've actually been playing some of the songs with Tyler Cruz, which is fun to do as well, because even though he's kind of got a month head start on me, so he's playing a lot of the songs on expert mode and I'm only playing on easy mode for now. It doesn't really matter. We can still play the same song. It's just on my side of the screen. It puts it into easy mode. On his side of the screen, he's playing on expert mode, and we can play over the internet, playing the same songs at the same time. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah, this thing has been just tons and tons and tons of fun, and it's so addicting. If anyone out there has been thinking about learning to play guitar or electric guitar, and been wondering about one of these, I highly recommend them. Now, I've had so much fun playing this thing that I actually went out and picked up one of these as well. This thing has also been hard to find. I actually managed to find one today. It's the Pro Drum and the Pro Cymbal kit also for Rock Band 3. Same idea. They've improved the drum set for this year. I've never played drums either, but after trying the guitar and having so much fun with that, I wanted to pick up a drum set. I wanted to just try it out, see how I like it. So I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to start, take the lessons and start playing the songs on easy mode and see if I can progress. Tyler actually tells me that the drum set is harder to play than the guitar. He's got the Beatles Rock Band drum set, and he says the drum sets are actually harder to play. So I don't know. I don't really care. To me, I think it's a lot of fun. So I don't really care if it's hard. I want to try it out and see how well I can do with it. And the other reason I picked this up as well is I think eventually I want to pick up all the instruments for Rock Band 3. But the other reason I wanted to pick this thing up is if I have some friends that come over, I wanted to have more than one instrument that we can play, so we can play the game together. And like I said, even if my friends have never played Rock Band or any of the other games, it doesn't matter. Anyone can learn this stuff. If you're a total beginner, you can set this thing. You can take this thing out of pro mode. You can just put it into regular mode. Same thing with this guitar. You can play this guitar in non-pro mode as well. So basically, the top 5 notes or top 6 notes, I think they just mimic the top 6 buttons on like a Guitar Hero or standard Rock Band guitar, the non-pro ones. So if you have some friends over and they want to play, you can just take it out of pro mode, put it into easy mode, and they can play along. And you can be doing, expert mode with the pro turned on the drums or on the guitar, and they could be playing on the other instruments in easy mode. So I think it's a lot of fun. And at the same time, you're actually learning an instrument. The one last thing I'll just mention with the guitar, there's another one coming out in a few months that's just like this one, but it's actually a real guitar. It's a Fender Squier electric guitar with real strings, and it's an actual electric guitar, but it's also a PlayStation 3 controller or Xbox or Wii controller that works with Rock Band 3. So the idea here is I want to learn how to play on this, and when that guitar comes out, eventually I want to pick one of those up and try to learn how to play on real strings. And with that guitar, you can actually, after you learn to play it in Rock Band, you can actually unplug it and plug in an amplifier to it and play it like an actual real guitar, because it is a real electric guitar. This one actually, by the way, also has a MIDI connector as well, so you could play this, you can unplug it from Rock Band, you can plug this into your computer or a synthesizer or something. You can use this as a MIDI device as well to play music, so it's actually really neat. So anyway, that's about it for this video. I'm going to shoot another video after this. I want to do an unboxing of this drum set for you guys. If anybody's interested in watching that one, you can watch it. And yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.